You've probably heard that our region is in need of more homes to go on the market. Justin Coling, a real estate agent at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties, joins us today to give us 4 reasons why this is actually the best time in years to sell. Welcome back to the show.
Hey, thank you.
Okay, so can we just start with what's going on in the market?
Yeah, so remember last year about this time when you went into Walmart, Target, grocery store, and you're looking for toilet paper? Well, you couldn't find any, right? Kind of crazy. That's the same thing that's going on in the housing market right now. It is really, really hard to find houses because there's very, very low inventory. A couple of things attributes to that is low interest rates right now. There's a lot of good rates you can get, and the weather, except for this last week, has been very mild. So there's people still out almost like it's springtime because we've had a mild winter so far. So open houses are very busy, showings are really, really busy, and like I said, with the interest rates, there's a big pool of buyers out there.
I love that you use the TP shortage and the hoarding as an example. Yes, we all remember that. Okay, so talking about low inventory, can you talk a little bit more about what that means, the details as far as, numbers and what it means?
Sure, yeah. So I pulled some numbers in just the metro area. So the metro I consider is Fargo, West Fargo, and Moorhead, and I'll pull up a graph here, but total inventory right now in the metro is 514. Now, if we get rid of all of the new construction, there's only 306 existing in the metro. Now I'm going to break it down even farther for each section. So Fargo only has 273 listings. Extract out the new construction, only 175 existing. West Fargo has 146 total. Extract out the new construction, get 70 listings. And then Moorhead, 95 compared to 62 existing. So yeah, it's really, really hard to find houses right now in a lot of these different markets.
That's super interesting to see the numbers and the breakdown. So on average, how quick are homes selling?
Yeah, like I said, it's really quick. Now, we use this thing called absorption rates in the market. So anything we use from 1 month to 12 months. If you're at 6 months, that's kind of a neutral market. If we're at 6 or less, that's a seller's market. And if we're at 6 to 12, that's a buyer's market. Now, this graph that just popped up, if you look at our average sales price is around 200 to 250,000. If you look at 2019, the absorption rates in that market was about 5 months it would take for your house if you listed it to get sold. Now look at 2020, look at the same price point, we're at 1 month. So actually all of these price points are all 2 months or less in the year of 2020.
Wow, that's interesting too. So, okay, I want to know your prediction. Do you predict interest rates to stay low in 2021?
Well, I can't predict that, but the National Association of Realtors, the chief economist, he's predicting that the rates are going to stay low through 2021, which is really good, especially for first-time home buyers. Now, they're about 3%, on average, but there's a lot of different things that go into that. But the thing is, even if they did tick up just a little bit to 4 to 5%, that is still a really good rate. But yes, right now that's why everyone's scrambling because they just want to get locked into that low interest rate.
People listening to you right now are thinking maybe I should sell. So if they decide to sell, how do you determine how much their purchase can be?
Right. I wish I had a magic ball to tell you what it was, but there's a lot of different factors that go into it. Down payment, what kind of interest rate you have, stuff like that. But I'll give you an example of a closing I just had last month where I had a client that, they listed their house for $230,000 and they actually moved up into a house for $100,000 more. And their monthly payment only went up by $100. Again, it all depends on the, down payment, what type of financing you're getting, what type of interest rate you lock in at. But yeah, it's really cool to see people being able to move up into the next house and being able to have the same monthly payment. And if you ever, want to talk with your lender or have me come speak with your lender too, we can take a look at your house and see what you can, pull out of your house for a down payment. And then we can all get on the same team and work together to get you to your next place.
Your next place, your dream home. I love that. That's why you want someone on your team. So how can people get a hold of you so that they can work with you to, move into that next home or sell?
Absolutely. Yep. You can call me on my cell. It's 701 200 1431, or you can go to colingproperties.com.
Justin, thank you so much for spending time with us today.
Thank you.
We'll be right back here on North Dakota Today.